Over. It says your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. That first quarter moon, whew, it's really filling up with anticipation, is what I heard. You guys don't count your ducks before they hatch, right? So many of you are really going full steam into something. I did get the Knight of Wands energy where you're just rushing into something, and that is an aspect of you that does need transforming, because to just rush into it could lead you without the other part of your moon. So leave you with like out fulfillment, or this, I get this feeling of wondering where you went wrong. For a lot of you, you guys have like this business, and it's very like lucrative. It's amazing. It's growing, but at the same time, it's stagnant, or it feels stagnant. It feels like it's slowing down, and the universe is saying you just need to change maybe a certain thing or two. Because I feel like a lot of you are offering something other people in that business don't offer. Like you do something a little special, and I feel like you kind of want instant gratification over it. And if this isn't a business, it's like a relationship or just a job. You want it like instant gratification or instant recognition over it. And that's going to come. There just needs to be fine tuning in your business or in your relationship, or how you view things, a higher perspective. I always get that word all weird. I did hear too, don't be scared to ask people their opinions. I feel like a lot of you are kind of hiding this brilliant idea from your friends, because there's this trust. I heard trust issues here, but there's no need for that. You're definitely cutting off a part of your moon here. Keep moving forward. You guys are just going to have to fine tune things. Just going to have to kind of tweak things for things to work. And it's going to work out. Don't get sidetracked. A lot of businesses, by the way, do not bloom the first 2 years. So give yourself credit and time. Give yourself time. All right. This need for instant gratification is something that needs to transform within you. I did hear for some of you too, because I heard love. What about my love? Pluto is here to remind you guys that a commitment's a lifetime. Why are you rushing? Like, what is it? It's not even so much like, what does it matter if that person's with you right now or not? Because some of us, I mean, we want to be with our counterparts, but a commitment's a lifetime, guys. It's not a race. It's not a sprint. It's not like, oh, I got the gold, I'm in a relationship, now what? You know, there's still so much you have to do within yourself. And I don't even mean to put that pressure on you, because a lot of people are like, but I've been doing so much work. This isn't about that. It's about your understanding of relationships and commitment. And it's the same with business. Like, you have to understand the ebb and flow of business. You have to understand the ebb and flow of relationships. It's definitely not always going to be peachy. Sometimes it's not going to be prosperous at all. Hell, in Leo S, I just went like 3 weeks without an appointment. Like, you know what I mean? It happens. What are you going to do with that that time that you have downtime? I was pretty lucky. I got new decks and learned them. You know, that's what you should be doing with your downtime. Your commitment's also being tested to your own faith. I also heard there's so many of you that are starting. A diet popped up. Dieting, you're starting some kind of lesson and learning a different language, and you're not going to learn it right away. You're not going to lose that weight right away. How dedicated are you to yourself, to your growth? Because that's what's being tested for my pile number 2s. All right, what's going on with my pile number 2s on the floor with you? Wow, lovers again. Lovers came out for pile number 1 with the 6 of Swords. 100% telling, I know I made a weird noise. 100% telling me that you guys really need to move on from past lovers. This is past life stuff as well. Trust issues, or believing that everybody's like an ex. I did hear too, you could be unfairly treating somebody because they did something that kind of reminded you of an ex, so you treated that person the same way unjustly. I'm also hearing for some of you too, it's just purely you walking away from a relationship that you have now because you just don't feel the flame anymore. And that's okay. Sometimes you have to move on from that. But my sweets, my dears, don't leave somebody in limbo. You could really leave somebody in limbo. I heard too, but I don't want to hurt them. But at the same time, you will if you leave them in limbo. But for a lot of you, this is saying that you need to rearrange the way you think relationships should work. That's where the transformation is coming in. A lot of you are 100% ready to walk away from something that it might be too soon for you to make that final judgment. I'm really drawn to this little kitten cat there. You see the little kitten there with the mommy or daddy or, you know, feminine, masculine, however you want to take it. It's like spirit kind of tapping on your shoulder like, are you sure you want to get on the boat? It might not exactly be time yet. Now you're going to know if this is which side is for you, because it's just going to be a feeling. There's a nagging there that's saying, but should I go? Just hold off for just 1 second, because that's where your commitment is being tested. All right. I feel like I need to draw a card for the connecting here. And the Page of Pentacles, I'm going to leave him sideways right there, because I feel like that's what it needs to happen. There's a lot of stability here. There's a lot more stability than you are giving this credit for. I do hear, too, that when you and a certain person, be it, this is like a friend vibe, but there's romance there. There's this, I keep saying, hearing promise, which, like, doesn't make, could be a promise from, like, the 5D or some kind of contract you have with someone where you're being, I don't want to say forced, but there's this sense of being forced to see the light in a place where you normally wouldn't see it. I do see, like, it's like this star-crossed lover thing again, where, like, one person's in a palace and the other person's on the other side of the tracks, and they're two different people from two different households from, like, two different completely different sides of the tracks. And but there's stability between you two if you just kind of like push and take a look at what is there. This person also, when they're around you, make money. I hear too that they could offer you really good ideas, but I do feel like this is somebody that you're keeping like your business ventures from, but it's almost foolishly, because you're kind of blocking your own balance, is what I heard. 2 of Cups. I saw that guy trying to pop out earlier. Guys, you have a lot of support, be it from your angels, from your friends. I do hear that you have a lot of support from, excuse me, from a divine masculine and a divine feminine, and depending on who you are here. Excuse me. I feel like the person around you does have kind of like their eyes closed to this situation. I did hear hurt. Somebody here got hurt. And so they're kind of closing their eyes, but their faith is still there. Their faith is still there. It's just right now they're feeling like they have to disconnect. So if you don't want that, by all means, change it, you know. Your commitment's being tested to yourself and the people around you at the same time. And Pluto's asking for transformation in the way that you view relationships and the way that you view partnerships and how you view loss. Because a loss is a loss to you, but it's not. It can always turn around to a double win. You just have to put the effort in. All right, let's see. I feel like there's one more. Guys, the King of Cups, all gushy. King of Cups is here to promise balance and emotion. I feel like for some of you, if there wasn't a balance in a relationship beforehand, there is a balance now. This is a perfect time for you to kind of grab a reins and go forward with this. There's a lot of spirit here. There's a lot of Pluto here too. Pluto himself is trying to force like this transformation. I do hear too, and this is a very very unique story almost. I see star-crossed lovers, which I've been seeing this whole time. But this is a lifetime where you two could actually come together. If they put in the effort and the time and the energy. And we're going to do one cross. All right, let's do a connecting card for you guys before we get into the other lovely. Seven of Swords. Being in your own way. I feel like if it's a cross between the two, for some of you, maybe there was deceit in the past. I heard there was no deceit, which tells me that it was you. Like, you know, whoever said that, it was you, you know. There's been secrets. It could be somebody here has more money than they let on. Somebody here has more to offer than they let on. But they wanted to see their other options. Now, if you're the divine feminine and you're here, look at that King of Swords. Somebody's definitely checked out or is checking out other options. But at the end of the day, they're kind of effing themselves here. Because while they're holding on to you, which isn't a good energy, this is the kind of energy that Pluto will force transformation. He will force the secrets to come out to light. So it's best if you have that conversation, you know, and clear the air. Clear the airs. It's necessary. With the King of Swords here too, the King of Swords doesn't give a damn about emotions. He's very logical. And I don't even mean to say it like that. It's just this King of Swords here. He's the truth bearer. And Pluto offers transformation to those who want to be truthful and get out of the Seven of Swords energy, which is the cheater, liar, stealer, get away with what I can energy. And this is also forcing you to look at yourself too. Look, guys, you guys aren't, as much as I hate to say this because you're my pride, you guys aren't always right. A lot of times it's the negativity or old karma that's being mirrored back at you. And I feel for a lot of you, this connection or this business really stressed you out, put a lot of hurt on you. I really feel relationship-wise, you could have gotten your heart broke, or you could have done something stupid that hurt somebody that you love very dearly. And you're paying the consequences now, but it doesn't always have to be that way. You can change it. You can transform things. I hear for my business people too, be cautious of who you let dip into your pocket. I don't feel when you watch this video, from that time I heard 3 to 4 weeks, and make sure to just be careful of lending money. Because I feel like that will transform a different kind of friendship in a different kind of way. All right, loves, I'm going to jump into our Return of the Spirit. I am going to hold the card up so you can take a good look at the picture. And Fearless. I love it. Look at that picture. It's so pretty. Don't look at my bad nails. This is a card that has everything to do with fear, guys. To be fearless is to first have to deal with your fears. Excuse me. There's no way around it. Excuse me again. You don't just wake up and you're fearless. This is somebody who had to go through what they had to go through. There's so much you can learn from just taking a look. I heard life review. Take a life review on the things that you've been through and how you got through them and out of them. And that is something that makes you fearless. Now you take those lessons and those things that you learned and you put it in the past, because it's learned lessons. Check. You're done. You don't have to deal with those lessons anymore. This is a release transforming in a way that takes you out of what you thought. I heard love is, what you thought business is, what you thought friendship is. This is going to take you out of your comfort zone because there's such a need for you to look at things in a different light. You're being moved to open your mind. You're being moved to change how you think of things. I even heard some of you don't even believe in this stuff. I don't even know why you're here. Maybe somebody like forced you to watch it, but what do you believe in? What is it that connects you to the divine? You know, it's time for you to really open up to the possibilities of what's around you. And in a lot of ways, it's going to be scary. Some of you are leaving home for the first time too, or you're entering into a relationship that scares you because it's going to force you to be the best of yourself. And it's going to force you to open up to what it is that you could truly do in this lifetime. And it's going to be scary because it's going to call for you to put your best foot forward every day, not just some days, and when you don't want to, you don't want to. But the person you're connecting with here is going to elevate you. If you have not met this person, they're well on their way. It's just Pluto's asking for you to do the fine tuning in your own heart and soul. There's some karma you need to release here, especially if you're holding on to, like, if your ex from 5 years ago cheated on you and you still have trust issues over that. Pluto's saying take a look in that. That needs transforming, honey. You know, you can't stay stuck in past life patterns. If you have like an ex that did excessive nagging, you can't go crazy on your new person because they dislike something. So it is asking for a change within you before you can change the world outside. All right, guys, and that's how both of these piles will come to a win-win outcome. Just being honest and true to yourself. Thank you guys so much for checking out my lovely little pick a card / planet informatives. You guys let me know how you like them. I do want to move on to Rahu and Ketu for our Eastern astrologers. And then from there, I'm going to go to the houses. So let me know what you guys think. Love you. Bye.